Okay, kiddos, we are getting out of the house. It is November 12th, 2022. It's a beautiful autumn day here in Northern California. The leaves have been changing. It's gorgeous. I'm going to take you to a different thrift store. I haven't taken you to this thrift store in a long time. It's kind of a hit or miss. The prices are better than Goodwill. I'll try and show you a picture or something of the price chart. It requires a lot of digging. But I have found good stuff in the past. I don't know why I don't go to this store more often, because they do have good stuff, but it's a smaller store and it requires a lot of digging through some crap. But isn't that the fun part, right? The treasure hunt. So let's go check it out. So we are actually going to go to two thrift stores today. I'm going to do a thrift haul and at the end of the video show you some of my recent solds. So make sure you stay till the end for the solds and the bloopers. They had a few things outside here. I took a quick look, but I didn't see anything too promising. And clothes out here on the rack were only $3 though. But let's head inside and see. The store racks are packed. So let's poke around here a little bit, and then I'm going to show you some of the stuff I bought and put in clips from the store. Okay friends, so I want to show you the haul portion from both stores, and honestly, the more I look at this, I think this is one of the best thrift hauls that I've had in a very long time. So let's get into it. This top is like a linen plaid top, but I noticed it had beautiful buttons and a little velvet detail down the front. The brand is Kyla C. Let me know in the comments if you have ever heard of this or seen this. I have not. Great looking top, but then look at the back hit. It is all velvet, burgundy velvet, and heavily embroidered. I mean, it's just like a really stunning piece. So I'll pop in some photos. I can't find a lot about this brand. It's sold at different online stores, and it looks like they retail over $100. So I don't know if I'll be able to part with this one because it's so my style and it's gorgeous. It's a size large. I might be holding on to that. Such a bad reseller habit, but I do it all the time. Okay, at this first store, I found a lot of Free People. I've sold this tank before. It's made out of thermal material like a waffle knit, pleated in the back. And here's the free tag. It's a size medium. And then here's a little name tag. I think I bought all this woman's Free People. I did leave a lot of it. For some reason, she has her name tag on it. And then I bought this, which I think was also from her because it was all together. Wait till you see this, you guys. It is denim, and it is a jumpsuit. A cream-colored, wide-leg denim jumpsuit with a cutout here and then studding details here and a strappy back. Now, the bad news is it's a size 0. Would you have bought that size 0? It's just very hard to sell 0 and extra small, but such a good piece, I figure I had to get it. This is one of my favorite activewear brands to sell. I guess it's more of an outdoor camping REI type brand, KUHL Cool. This is a men's size extra large. Nothing too amazing about it. It's just a men's button-up shirt, but that brand is a bolo. It always sells $30 to $50 and really fast. I love this brand, Vineyard Vines. They have a cute website. You should look at it. It's like a story of two guys in the South, I want to say. I always get confused because it's a very preppy brand, and I'm like, were the guys in the South, or are they in like Connecticut? Anyway, this is a linen popover, blue and white stripe, totally classic. This looks brand new. It's so crisp. It does not look like it's ever been worn. It's a size small. Do you guys know about this brand? It was in my last video. The brand is Poetry, and this is such a special top. So I got really great brands and I think kind of special, unique pieces, you guys, in this haul. So Poetry, in my last haul video, you saw those high-waisted brown corduroy pants that sold for $39.99. This is like a boho login look top. Very boxy, kind of an artsy print. So these are all keywords that I'll use. Lagan look, dolman, boxy. And then some more free people coming at ya. Oh, I love this piece. Look at this. It's black. It's got all like this fishnet. It's lace up. It's got lace details. It's a size extra small. There's the Free People bar tag. Now, if you're newer, I'll show you this tip where if you go inside and you find the material tag, you're going to look for a long number that starts with the letters OB. And then if you put that into Google, you can get a style name, a stock photo if you choose to use them or not. This is an extra small, but it's very oversized. Clearly, if it fits me, it'll be staying here. Let's take a quick peek at the hard goods at this store. I have found some good things here in the past, and I noticed there are some really cute things on the shelves today. However, I'm also noticing that they have really marked up their prices. I'm not used to some of the prices we're going to see here. Like, look at this ceramic teapot, $15. I was interested in this tray with the divided sections, but $15. No thanks, I'm gonna pass on that. I love these cabbage plates. I think these are reproduction, not vintage, and I'm really looking for a pair in green. Here I am just kind of poking around. I'll show you a few things that caught my attention. $15 for this, I guess it's a vase from Opal House, which is Target. I do like things from that brand. Notice that giant bin of clothing behind us? We'll take a look at that in a minute. This was $10 as is, and it's a ceramic fire hydrant, which I just thought was interesting. So here's that bin. I'm thinking it's just donations, stuff they're waiting to put out on the shelves, and you guys saw how packed those shelves are with clothing. And I can't help thinking, maybe if they ran a 50% off day on a Sunday or something, they could clear out a lot of inventory and make room for all this stuff. Thrift stores definitely have enough inventory for everybody. I am noticing in this store, it's quite disorganized today. I've been here in the past where it's neater and a little bit more put together. This isn't like a back room for the employees. This is their linen section. And you can see it's kind of a mess. I still think it's really fun to pick for treasures in an environment like this, but something's definitely shifted in this store. This is one of my favorite sections of the thrift store. I like to find vintage linens, napkins, embroidered things, but I didn't find anything today. I did want to point out a few things that I found that were just fun. Look at this vintage set. It's got sparkly high heels and handbags on it by Designer Times. It's a matching dress and cardigan. I wonder if I should have bought that. Here's a couple things I passed on, even though I really like them, and I did kind of go back and forth. This is knitted and knotted for Anthropologie. It was a size, does that say small or large? But it had a bunch of pilling on it, and I just wasn't sure about this style. It looked a little bit dated to me. And here's another Anthro piece by Meadow Rue, and I really liked the color. and I liked all the mixed media on it, but for $6, I just wasn't sure I could sell it for more than 20, so I passed on that. This is a no-brainer. This is a Quemby, the type of top Quemby's gonna talk about all the time on this channel. It's J. Jill. It is the perfect Pima draped hem tunic in a size large. Yes, this will be such an easy sell for me. Beautiful turquoise color, side slits, Pima cotton. Keep your eye out for anything that says Pima, P-I-M-A. It's usually made in Peru, and it is a higher quality, really soft cotton. This will be like an easy $25 flip. Okay, a couple more things from this store, and then we'll move on to the second store. This I went back and forth about, and guess what? So did everybody else, because I saw it on the hanger, and I looked at it, and I'm like, that looks interesting. It's mustard colored sweater dress. And then look at the tag. I'm like, that's an interesting tag. The extra small is stitched on it. The brand is Far Away from Close. And I was like, oh, that screams Anthropologie. And it is. It's mustard. Look at the pleating on the skirt. The reason I hesitated was because it's an extra small, which is a hard sell. But the comps are so good on this dress. It's wool. I got to get this listed as soon as possible. And it does have the actual Anthropologie tag in it. So again, what you want to look for is to go into the material tag, and experienced resellers will just recognize this tag, the font, and then it says made, imported for Anthropologie. That's how you know your piece is not just a brand that sometimes sold at Anthropologie, but actually was made for Anthropologie. You're going to find stock photos. Those pieces are going to do the best. This is a really, really cool piece. And then this, another Bolo brand. There's some really good brands in this haul. This is Equipment Femme. This is a size large, 100% silk button-down top. And if you check the comps, the ones that are like animal print do better. I don't know what animal this would be. Cheetah, maybe? 100% silk. I've sold this brand many times before. I'm sure I'll get $40 for that. I'm not in this video because it's Sunday night. I have no makeup on. My hair's a mess. You guys deserve better than that. So I'm just showing the clothes. This is a skirt by Athleta. I really like the style on this one with all this perforation. It's a skirt if it has the little shorts underneath. So these do really well. This one's a size medium. Okay, well, I can scratch that off my list as one of the thrift stores in the city that has lower prices than Goodwill. Oh, you guys, for real. You know I keep everything as positive as I can on this channel. I stay grateful. And I feel like I'm really up against the changing, increasing prices at all the thrift stores. I live in a pretty big city, so I have a lot of choices of where to go thrifting. I have 3 or 4 Goodwills in the city, and a bunch of other little church thrift stores. This is like a charity thrift store, so I feel good about shopping here because the proceeds do go to help people in recovery. But turns out the prices are now pretty much the same as Goodwill. Dresses were $8.99 instead of $9.99, so I saved $1 there, but I had to really dig. I was very selective. I got some good stuff, really good brands in this haul, really good brands. However, 60 bucks, I'd have to count up how many pieces I got, but not that many, but I only got stuff that I thought and know I could make a good return on. Still, I'm sad about the prices. It's just like, I might have to go back to some of my wholesale boxes or Thredup boxes. Should we hit another thrift store or should we just head on home? I'll see how I feel. Let me text Petey and see what he's up to. I'll eat my keto granola bar and then we'll see what we're doing next. Okay, who guessed it? I popped over to Salvation Army. I'm here now. This is a small store. You guys have been here with me many times. I usually just try and hold out and only come on the 50% off sale day, but they're not having another one until after Thanksgiving, which is weeks away. So I'm going to pop in and be very selective as usual. I usually find awesome brands at this one because a lot of inventory comes up from San Francisco, a very affluent city. So we'll see. Even if I find just a few more things, that'll give me something to list the next few days. So let's go in. And you guys, I forgot to tell you, at that last thrift store, the charity one, a woman came up to me. She was kind of like this boisterous, a lot of energy, loud, fast talker. She seemed really cool, but she came up, she was working at the store, probably in one of their programs, and she's like, can I ask why you're filming in here? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been doing this for years now and no one's ever said that to me. Trying to think if anyone's ever come up and asked me why I'm filming. I try and be pretty discreet and I try not to get people in. But anyway, so I just explained and she was pretty cool about it. I showed her the channel, and so that was an experience. So let's just take a look around this Salvation Army store, just so you guys can see what I'm seeing. I spotted these little monkey feet down here. It was just so curious, I had to follow up and see what these were. Little Monkey Pajamas by Nick and Nora, size medium. This is a dress that I went back and forth about. This is vintage. The brand is Nostalgia. I've sold dresses by this brand before. It was an XL, vintage, like 80s, 90s. Dresses were $7.99, and this one just had so much staining on it with it being white. So I ultimately passed, but comps are actually really good on that brand. Okay, now we're on to the next store, the Salvation Army. Okay, this says wearables, but I happen to know that wearables is a collection within the brand XCVI. XCVI has this style. They all look kind of the same. I recognize this from across the room. They make skirts, pants, and little jacket tops like this. And it's a brand that I love to sell. This is a size medium. It's in like a dusty blue. It's all snap front. I love this brand. This brand always sells well for me. Sometimes it'll say XCVI wearables or just XCVI in Roman numerals, and it's a really great boho brand. And then these are Tory Burch. Now the thing for me that's sold best in Tory Burch is the shoes. I have had mixed luck with the clothing, so we'll see how these do, but they're a size extra large and they're a thick knit legging and they're made of wool, a wool blend, and they have this little stitching detail here that almost makes them look like equestrian riding pants. They feel really amazing. If these were an extra small when I bought them, I would have checked comps first. An extra large and wool really helps. Now there's a couple other things from the store that aren't from this store that I bought that aren't on this rack, so let me go over and show you those. Here we are in the men's denim section. Only at this store do I look through the men's section because I find such good stuff. Here I am finding these amazing jeans. I'll show you those in the haul in just a minute. And here are some Free People jeans. Let me know in the comments, what would you have done about these? They're a good size. They're size 30, but they're a skinny jean. They're $9.99 at this store for denim, and Free People jeans just don't move that well for me unless they're pretty special. These are the Bolo jeans that I'm about to show you in the haul here. Okay, so this is the denim I show you in the thrift store. This brand here, Acne Studios, is the brand that I'm really familiar with. That is a Bolo brand. It sells at places like Saks, Nordstrom for upwards of $300 for a pair of jeans. These happen to be a collaboration with Black Const, made in Italy. I don't know, I saw the Acne and I saw made in Italy and I was like, yes. I have to determine if these are men's or women's. Climb, Stay Back. I love when the name is right on there. Size 30, 34, just like a black skinny jean. Now these are the ones that I would say keep your eyes peeled for. This is what the tag looked like, and I'm like, wow, these people put a lot of money into their tags. The brand is Industrial Indigo. Look at this tag, Industrial Indigo. I will show you the sold comp. I'll put it on the screen, and someone sold a pair of jeans by this brand for $199 on eBay. I have more research to do. I only did a little bit in the store. And you can see these remind me of the very expensive Japanese denim that I've sold with all this intentional distressing. These have to go in the wash. They've got like they look dirty. I'm gonna stain treat them and everything. With all these crazy, whenever I see like all this crazy stuff, sometimes it's just some cheap stuff from the mall. But I looked at these. Look at the cost that went into all the branding. I mean, that is a serious indication that these are good. And these were right next to the Acne, so I was like, yes. And then these kind of don't look like much. I could get these out of the video. These kind of don't look like that much, right? They're like, oh, little black boots. But I saw this, and that might be a little hard to see on the camera, but these are Ariat. Ariat makes Western wear. I know there's a little bit of like dirt on here, but they're in excellent condition. Everything I've ever bought from this, there's their logo there, and it says Ariat. Everything I've ever bought from this brand has sold well. I've bought belts, I've bought shirts, boots. These are a women's size 9, but look at the condition on these. I mean, they're really good. All I have to do is give them a little wipe down and maybe a little polish on the toes. These lace-up boots, comps on these are really good for pre-owned women's size 9. You know, $60 or more on these. And I paid $12.99, which is a lot. I paid $10 for the denim. So I was only going to pay up for things that I knew I could sell for. If I'm going to pay $10, I want to sell it for $40. Okay, I'm in the garage, which is where I store my inventory for my reselling business, in these bins. I'm pulling some shipping. I was like, sales aren't that great, and then I got a bunch of them, so I got 7 sales for the weekend today. I have this Simply top. This brand used to be major bolo. This still sold for 30 bucks for a pre-owned top that's pretty plain. I think that's awesome. This I got at the bin, Spiritual Gangster size medium. I'll pop pictures up. It had a little hole on it, which is why I sold it this cheap. Otherwise, I would have sold it for like twice that much. Let's see what else we are pulling. Honestly, I had some pretty low dollar sales because sales were kind of slow, and so I took some of the low ball offers that came in, like on this Tommy Bahama men's shirt. I got this for about $1 at a yard sale, and it's a size small, really cute, kind of like super soft corduroy plaid shirt. Men's tops, small and medium. This is my old school system here. What else did I sell? Oh, these sold immediately. In my last video, I talked about selling mature women's brands like J. Jill, Pure Jill, size large, petite, sold for 25 bucks immediately, so happy with that. Okay, I sold this men's button-down shirt. I got a bunch of these when I bought a men's mystery box back when Joe Meyer Wholesale was still in business. They're now Helpsy Source. I have a discount link in my description if you're interested in buying wholesale stuff. Calvin Klein men dress shirt. I do not like selling men's dress shirts. I don't like photographing them, but I had it, so I listed it, and I took a really low offer on that one. Wanted to move it along. This I love. This is Cara Little. It's a size 2X, and it's a black, heavily embroidered jacket. I got the sweetest note from a woman. Could you please take $24.99 plus shipping? And I was like, sure. I got this at Salvation Army half off day. Jackets at Salvation are $9.99, so it was half off. I paid $5 and it sold for $25 plus $8.49 shipping. This next piece is kind of exciting, but I'll show it to you. Let me get it first. It's gonna be in here. Okay, this is a little bit of a story. So this, I'll put a picture up. This is Dolce & Gabbana, a genuine designer, women's size 38 lace skirt. It had a stain on it. The lining was silk, and the lining was stained with like purple dye or something. You could see it a little bit through the lace, but not totally. So I just totally described it, pointed to the flaws with my little finger, wrote about it in the title and the description, and I put it up there. You know, and I said something in my description like, here's your chance to get a real designer cheap because it's flood. I accidentally put it up for auction. I never do anything on auction, or very rarely, but I must have done it by accident. And it actually got bid up to like $38, and I was gonna sell it for like 25 bucks. Believe it or not, comps on stuff from that brand, even though it's a real designer, they're all over the place on eBay, so I wasn't expecting much for a teeny tiny skirt that was all stained, but it ended up selling. So that was like a happy mistake. All right, let's get these things shipped out. And I sold nothing on Poshmark this weekend, 0. You guys, thanks so much for watching another video with me. I really appreciate it. Be sure you like the video before you go. And I have a whole playlist of thrift with me and thrift haul videos that I'd love you to watch. See you next time. Bye. Let's move these babies. Oh God. Trying to do a good haul, but you know, it's rough. Oh, I only have a few things on the rack. Okay, then we'll have to go over. Oh. Bum, 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 bum. What? I'm not trying to video me. One that I have not taken to you. Yeah. My partner Petey has been under the weather with some sort of flu, cold, not COVID. He had a negative COVID test, but he's stuck inside. And we're trying to kind of distance a bit because I don't want to get a cold. So I'm going off by myself on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon. Okay, welcome to my storage inventory. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, welcome to my garage, which is where I store all my inventory, all my clothes that I sell on eBay and Poshmark and places. That doesn't make sense either. You're not making a lot of sense, Wimpy. What else sold? I'm using my actual phone, so I gotta pause the video because I have to look at my phone to see what I actually sold. BRB. This is Dolce & Gabbana? No, I don't think it's Dolce & Gabbana.